Crocodile Dundee, 1986, wasn't just a movie, it was a cultural lightning strike. One smile, one knife, and a hero who conquered the world overnight. But 40 years later, time has rewritten every destiny. Broken dreams, silent battles, vanished careers, and heartbreaking goodbyes reshaped the lives behind the legend. Today, we revisit the cast then and now in 2026, uncovering the transformations, the triumphs, and the losses that changed everything forever. Paul Hogan appeared on screen like a grin carved into the outback itself. When Mick, Crocodile Dundee first tipped his hat and sized up New York in Crocodile Dundee, the air shifted. Easy confidence, sly humor, and a frontier warmth froze the moment in pop culture. A hero who disarmed danger with a smile. Born October 8, 1939, Hogan was 46 years old during filming. A late-blooming star whose years as a comedian sharpened every beat. The film became a global phenomenon, turning him into an international icon overnight. Success opened doors, but it narrowed his life. Fame strained privacy, fueled legal and tax battles, and followed him through a high-profile marriage and divorce with co-star Linda Kozlowski. The man who played effortless freedom felt the weight of expectations closing in. Still, Hogan endured. He returned selectively, protected his independence, and reclaimed a quieter rhythm. Now 86 in 2026, he lives with hard-earned calm. His legacy lingers as proof that true charisma does not chase the spotlight. It survives it. David Gulpilil appeared on screen with a stillness that commanded the desert itself. When Neville Bell stepped into Crocodile Dundee, his quiet presence cut through the humor like a breath held too long. Eyes steady, posture grounded, he felt ancient and immediate at once, a moment frozen in red earth and silence. Born July 1, 1953, Gulpilil was 32 years old during filming, already recognized as a once-in-a-generation talent. Discovered as a teenager, he rose quickly with roles in Walkabout and The Last Wave, becoming a global symbol of indigenous brilliance. But success carried a heavy cost. Typecasting, cultural displacement, and long battles with addiction pulled him away from the promise audiences saw. Fame amplified private pain, not protection. In later years, Gulpilil returned with raw honesty in Rabbit-Proof Fence and Charlie's Country, performances shaped by lived truth. Heartbreakingly, he died on November 29, 2021, at 68, from lung cancer. His legacy remains a quiet thunder, proof that authenticity endures long after applause fades. Maggie Blinko appeared with a quiet authority that never asked for attention, yet always held it. When Ida first stepped into Crocodile Dundee, her presence felt lived in and unmistakably real, like someone who had already seen more life than the camera could capture. It was a small moment, but it carried weight, grounded, human, unforgettable. Born in 1934, Blinko was 52 years old during filming, already a seasoned performer shaped by decades of stage, television, and radio work across Australia. Unlike sudden stardom, her career was built slowly, through discipline, craft, and resilience. Fame never insulated her life, nor did it define it. She navigated an industry that often overlooked mature women, choosing substance over spotlight and longevity over headlines. While audiences around the world discovered her briefly, Blinko continued working steadily at home, respected for her reliability and emotional truth. Currently 92 years old, she lives quietly, her legacy etched not in scandal or spectacle, but in endurance. Proof that some performances whisper and still echo forever. Mark Blum arrived on screen with a quiet intensity that never begged for attention. When Richard Mason first appeared, there was restraint in his posture, thoughtfulness in his eyes, a sense that danger could surface without warning. It felt like a moment suspended in tension, subtle, grounded, unforgettable. Born May 14, 1950, in Los Angeles, California, Blum was 36 years old when he stepped into the role, already a respected stage actor shaped by classical training and emotional discipline. While audiences recognized him from films like Desperately Seeking Susan and later Crocodile Dundee, his deepest roots were always in theater. Broadway remained his true home, where nuance mattered more than celebrity. Off camera, Blum lived far from Hollywood spectacle, devoted to craft, teaching, and quiet intellectual life. Fame never defined him, and he never chased it. On March 25, 2020, Blum passed away at 69 years old from complications related to COVID-19. His legacy endures in performances that proved power does not need volume, only truth. Michael Lombard entered Crocodile Dundee with the kind of quiet menace that didn't raise its voice. When Sam Charlton first appeared, there was tension in his stillness, a calculating calm that made the air feel tighter. He didn't need bravado. His presence alone signaled that danger was already close. Born August 8, 1934, in Brooklyn, New York, Lombard was 52 years old during filming. A seasoned performer shaped by theater discipline and decades of character work. Trained on stage, he built a career playing men who carried authority, corruption, and moral conflict beneath controlled exteriors. Roles in the world according to Garp and Meatball's added range, but Charlton revealed his talent for understated threat. Away from the camera, Lombard lived quietly, devoted to craft rather than celebrity. He never chased stardom, preferring substance over spotlight. On August 13, 2020, he passed away at 79 years old from complications related to cancer. His work remains a reminder that the most unsettling performances often whisper, leaving echoes long after the scene ends. Reginald VelJohnson stepped into Crocodile Dundee with a warmth that felt instantly human. When Gus first appeared, there was ease in his smile and sincerity in his presence, a quiet steadiness that grounded the film's wild adventure in everyday kindness. It was a brief moment, but it lingered like a familiar face in a crowded room. Born August 16, 1952, VelJohnson was 33 years old during filming, still carving his place in Hollywood. Success arrived quickly after, from the vulnerability of Sergeant Al Powell in Die Hard to the beloved authority of Carl Winslow on Family Matters. Yet that fame carried its own weight. Typecasting followed, expectations narrowed, and privacy became his shield as rumors and assumptions swirled beyond the camera's reach. Off-screen, VelJohnson chose quiet resilience over noise, continuing to work steadily without chasing the spotlight. Presently 73 years old, he lives with gratitude and grace, a reminder that lasting impact isn't measured by screen time, but by the warmth left behind. Greco appeared on screen with the kind of raw New York authenticity that didn't need a spotlight to be felt. In Crocodile Dundee, his brief turn as a New Yorker flashed by like a real street moment. Sharp, grounded, unmistakably alive. It felt less like acting and more like the city itself stepping into frame. Born October 21, 1955, Greco was 30 years old during filming, part of a generation of character actors who built careers on realism rather than glamour. He became a familiar face in gritty films like The Pope of Greenwich Village, Against All Odds, and The Last Boy Scout, carving out roles that reflected toughness layered with vulnerability. But steady work didn't always mean security. Like many supporting actors, Greco faced long stretches of uncertainty, financial pressure, and the quiet emotional toll of life on the margins of fame. On December 17, 2008, Greco passed away at 53 years old due to lung cancer. His legacy lives not in headlines, but in the truth he brought to every moment. Proof that even the smallest roles can leave a lasting echo. Clarke entered the frame in Crocodile Dundee with a quiet intensity that lingered long after her scene ended. As Simone, her presence felt effortless, a moment of elegance and edge frozen inside a blockbuster remembered for bravado. It was the kind of performance that didn't shout, yet stayed with you. Born May 3, 1952, Clarke was 33 years old during filming, already a respected stage actress trained in classical theater. Her breakout came with Dragon Slayer, where she revealed a rare emotional strength beneath restraint. Yet Hollywood never quite knew where to place her. While she continued working in film and television, public recognition lagged behind her talent, creating a quiet frustration familiar to many serious performers. Off-screen, Clarke battled health struggles away from public view, carrying her pain privately while remaining devoted to her craft. On September 9, 2004, she passed away at 52 years old from ovarian cancer. Her legacy rests in subtlety, a reminder that some of the most powerful performances are whispered, not proclaimed, and endure precisely because of that grace. Linda Kozlowski stepped into movie history the moment Sue Charlton arrived on screen in Crocodile Dundee. Confident yet curious, fearless yet grounded, she didn't just follow Mick Dundee into the outback, she matched him stride for stride. It felt like a frame frozen in sunlight and dust, where independence and romance quietly collided. Born January 7, 1958, Kozlowski was 28 years old during filming, fresh from years of stage work and a demanding apprenticeship that included studying under Lee Strasberg. Crocodile Dundee launched her into global fame overnight, but success came with invisible limits. Hollywood saw the role before the woman, offering few opportunities beyond the adventurous leading lady she had already perfected. Sequels followed, but deeper roles never truly arrived. Off-camera, Kozlowski chose a different path. She stepped away from acting, prioritizing personal peace over relentless pursuit. Her marriage, motherhood, and eventual move away from Hollywood marked a quiet reinvention. As of now 68 years old in 2026, she lives far from the spotlight. Her journey lingers as proof that sometimes the bravest ending is knowing when to walk away and live fully beyond the frame. Thank you for journeying back through the unforgettable world of Crocodile Dundee with us. If these stories touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your memories below. More timeless legends await, because great stories never truly fade.